Alright, so sorry about that, everyone. I was getting a call. What I had us to do was to turn off, actually put the phone on earphone mode. Every time I'm doing video, I notice I always get a call. I don't know why. Alright, so back to it then. So the first part of the answer, which remember the answer carry two parts. So all these answers carry two parts. It carry the sign, what sign, and the correct sign and the correct number. So the Bigfoot tells you the sign of the answer. So you go to the number of the Bigfoot, which is the 15, and look for the sign, and that automatically the sign that the answer will carry. The Littlefoot, now remember Bigfoot, Littlefoot tells you the number that the answer is going to be. So you subtract, you look for the Littlefoot and take it away from the big number, and that will end up with negative with 10. So the final answer is going to be what? What sign? Negative 10. That's the final answer. So we are doing these together. So that's the answer. So the answer to this is actually what? Negative 10. So the answer is actually negative 10. So that's the answer. So number 2 now. Bigfoot. Remember Bigfoot? Look for the number of the Bigfoot. What sign it carry? Plus. So see there? We are halfway through the answer already. So the answer is going to be a positive one. Littlefoot tell you the number. How do you get the number? Subtract the little number from the big number. So 14 from 28 is how much? If you take 14 from 28, it leaves you with how much? 14, right? If you have $28 and you take away 14 from it, it leave you. So the final answer is going to be what? It's going to be 14. 14 positive. Remember the sign was positive, so you're going to be positive 14. Alright, so normally we just write the 14. Even though you don't say I put the positive sign there, it's still positive. You see, once I don't say a negative sign before a number, it means the number is positive. So I don't have to write back the positive right there. You understand what I mean? Alright, good. Now let's get to question 3. According to the song Bigfoot, look for the sign first. What sign the answer is going to carry? Is it a negative or a positive? How do I find out? You check the big number. Bigfoot first, negative. So the answer is going to carry a negative. So right away we are halfway through. And the next part now is the number. What number is going to be? You check the Littlefoot, as the song said, Bigfoot, Littlefoot number. Subtract the little number from the bigger number. 3 from 33 is how much? That would be 30. Am I right? So the answer, final answer is going to be what? Negative 30. So we are using this chart called the Bigfoot, Littlefoot chart to actually master these questions. So the answer is actually what now? Negative 30, right? Negative 30. So you see how easy? Now this one, try this on your own. What sign the answer is going to carry? That's the first question I want to ask. Now, which number tell you that? The number with the biggest foot. Which number have the biggest foot? 90. Alright, try that on your own. Alright, now together. Let us try together now. So the answer, 90 is positive. Now for the next part, remember next part, 2 parts the question have, is a number. What number? You check the Littlefoot, Bigfoot, Littlefoot. Subtract the small number from the large number. And how much will that be? Step 2 tell you to subtract the small number from the large number. 60 from 90 is how much? 30, right? 60 from 90, 30. Alright, so the answer is going to be what? Positive 30. So, and remember, you don't have to write the positive 30. Just remember that. So the answer is going to be 30. Now, let's get to this one now. 6 minus 9. What sign the answer is going to carry? You look for the number with the biggest root. Which number have the biggest root? The biggest number. So I see a negative before it, so the answer is going to be a negative 1. And what will the number be? So the number, it tells you Littlefoot. You subtract the little number from the big number to know the number. So 3 from 9 So you have 9 stuff and you take away 6 from it. 6 from 9 leave you with what? 3. So the answer will be what will the answer be? Negative 3. Okay, so you put now negative 3. You see how easy these are? Don't worry yourself, we're doing this together, but I'm going to give you some to do on your own, okay? Alright, now, so now we have negative 315 plus 15. What sign the answer is going to carry? According to the song, Bigfoot has to do with the sign. So you look for the number with the biggest foot, which is 315. What sign it carries? Is it a negative or a positive? Alright, that look like a negative to me. So right away, we know that the answer for this is going to be a negative answer, negative number. But we don't know the number says. So we go to the LITTLFOOTE, and the LITTLFOOTE says that the number at the LITTLFOOTE, you take it away from the larger number. So 15 from 315 is how much? 300. You have $315 and you give your friend beg you $15 to buy a sweetie. You know how much money will you have left? 300. So the answer will be what? Negative, how much? 300. Alright, now look on this one now. So 500 subtract 600. What sign the answer will carry? According to the song, Bigfoot, LITTLFOOTE song, check there. Bigfoot first, which is a number with the biggest foot, that's 600. What sign it have? A negative. Negative, let us put in the answer for this. This is negative 300. So right away, we know that the answer for this is already negative. So we're partway through the answer. But remember, the answer carries 2 parts, the sign and the number. So the question is now, how do we get the number? You look to the LITTLFOOTE, which tells you that you subtract the small number from the bigger number. So 500 from 600 is how much? 100. So the number is supposed to be 100. 100. So the final answer now, will be what? Negative 100. So we know the next part of the answer will be 100. Now this last one, I'm going to ask you to pause the video, do it. Pause the video, do it, and then come back. Alright then. So question. Back now. What answer? What sign? Because remember, Bigfoot come first and it has to do with the sign, then LITTLFOOTE. So we're working on the Bigfoot LITTLFOOTE chart to help us to master these questions, okay? Now, what sign the answer is going to carry? You look for the number with the biggest foot, which is the biggest number. I see a negative before the biggest number. So that's the answer definitely automatically is going to carry a negative. Now remember, the answer carry 2 parts, the sign and the number. And how do we get the number? We subtract the small number, little one, from the larger number. So 1,000 from 1,200 is how much? Is 200. So in other words, you have $1,200 and your brother or your sister ask you for $1,000. Once you give them, how much you have left? 200. So the final answer is going to be negative 200. Negative 200. So we know the final answer is going to be negative 200. Now, so you see how easy with this chart? It is called the Bigfoot LITTLFOOTE chart. No more will you have challenge with these kinds of number. As you can see, look on it. So remember that the answer carry 2 parts, the sign and the number, and the final one. So basically, what gives you the sign? What sign the answer is going to carry? Bigfoot, LITTLFOOTE. Remember the song? So you look for the number with the biggest foot, and then you look what sign it have, the number, and then that's a sign of the answer, okay? And then now for the number of the answer, you'll definitely subtract. Go to the small number, this LITTLFOOTE, which is the number with the littlest foot, which is a small number. Subtract it from the bigger number to get the number, and then you put your answer together, okay? So this is it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you something to do on your own. DIY, which means do it yourself. So pause the video. Based on the chart, I'm expecting you and all the activities that have gone on before us, you're supposed to be able to do this with ease. right? So remember, pause the video, do it, and come back, because when you come back, I'm going to show you now the answers to see. So pause the video. After 3, 1, 2, 3, pause the video, do it. All right, now, so I want to show you the answer. I believe that you have tried it already based on what you have learned, and I'm going to show you the answer, right? So this is the answer now. So these are the answer. These are the answer. Did you get everything correct? I'm expecting you to get 5 out of 5, which is 100% based on what we have learned. So this is the answer, but let us do it together nevertheless, right? So according now, so this is -4 plus 9. Bigfoot sign. What is the sign? What's the sign going to be? The sign is definitely going to be a positive 1. So that we put positive. And what the number? What will be the number for the answer? The Littlefoot one, subtract 4 from 9, which is 5. So you don't have to put the plus sign, if you understand what I mean. Alright, now look on this now. Bigfoot, Littlefoot. So Bigfoot first. Step 1, Bigfoot. What's the sign of the answer? You look for the number, the Bigfoot, negative. So the answer is going to carry a negative. What's the number going to be? You subtract the Littlefoot. Step 2, Littlefoot. Subtract the little number from the big number. Gives you 10. Sorry. Alright, now question 3. What's the sign? First thing I deal with is sign. First thing I deal with is what? The sign. Now, the Bigfoot first, according to the song, which is the number with the biggest foot. Which number of the biggest foot? 1,400, which is the bigger number. What sign it carry? Is it a plus or a minus? That look like a negative sign. So right away we know that the number is going to be a negative number, but we don't know the number as yet. Then you look to the Littlefoot, according to the song, Bigfoot, Littlefoot, subtract the small number from the large number, you get 1,000. So that negative 1,000. So that's 400 from 1,400, 1,000. Now, this, what sign is going to, the answer is going to carry? Definitely going to carry a negative number, and we know why it's going to carry a negative number, and we know how it carry a negative number. What number is going to carry? You subtract the, remember you move from Bigfoot to Littlefoot, now you subtract the little number from the bigger number, which is 25. And from this, I don't have to explain to you how you get the answer right away. All of us supposed to know by now how we get the answer according to the song. Talk to me now, everybody. So, sorry about that. So that's 100, which is, as I said, you don't have to put this. You don't have to put this. Okay? So that is it. So from now on, you're not supposed to get any questions like these wrong again. So now for your homework, I'm going to give you just one question for you to do, try attempt. So this is negative 25 plus 20. What is the answer? The first, in order to remember the answer carry how much parts? 2 parts. One have to deal with the sign, one have to deal with the number. So look on this number. What sign is it going to carry? What number is it going to carry? I want you now to post the answer in the comment section below. Okay, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Share this video with others. Okay.